1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. On the ground, it's Cook. Cook, a first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, they'll throw. That's to the tight end, Davidson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They're going to look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on touchdown. That's caught. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
Second and 5 now. Stafford open here, Adam Thielen. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. They Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Stafford on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Stafford. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Touchdown, Colts! Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there of the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off near the 42. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dayo Odengbo able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 5. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is Hines. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here.
He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 29, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Stafford. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Unable to corral him. He fights through. The big fella. 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run with Hines. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a 2nd down and 6. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Stafford. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Working with a 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Back to throw here. And it's complete to Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those two.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Quiddy Pay able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. A give. This is Cook. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Davante Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Flush to his right. Going deep this time for Miller. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another in.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Von Miller, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And running with power here. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's Rodgers on the return. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st and 10, Stafford. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Davante Adams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. On first down, Stafford here. Lets it fly for Thielen. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. This is Miller, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 31, Stafford. Finding Miller once more, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Not much there, only a yard.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now back to throw. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Kyle Van Noy, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Bretton Colquitt now, standing just about on his own goal line. Sheds off the tackle. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Now a first down throw. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Throwing is Stafford. Touchdown! It's complete. Scotty Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Stafford now to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Stafford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's back to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking